Hello, and welcome to this week's KRAM. I'm Adam Carlson.
And I'm Jackson Champagne. Today's the final KRAM episode of the semester, and will be anchored entirely by our seniors.
We start off the episode on a serious note, as Rampart has recently lost one of our own.
Ann Beacon was a paraprofessional in our SSN classroom, helping these unique students for over 2 decades.
Due to COVID complications, Ann passed away 2 weeks ago. Her loss is felt keenly by every staff and student that knew her.
Due to the emotional nature of the event, Mrs. Morris wrote a statement about Ann, but could not read it here. Miss Alexis Bailey stepped in to read Mrs. Morris's words on Ann. Let's take a minute to remember Mrs. Beacon and the powerful impact she had on the Rampart community.
If you didn't know Ann, I'm sorry. Everyone needs an Ann. You need an Ann when you're happy and when you're sad. You need an Ann when you feel overwhelmed and when you feel like you could fly. You need an Ann when your doubt gets in the way and when you're being too stubborn. You need an Ann if you need a coffee date or a celebratory hug. In other words, there is no time that you don't need an Ann. Ann was the most caring and thoughtful person that I was lucky enough to know for 10 years. If she had a penny to her name and she thought it would help someone else, she'd give it away. In her 25 years at Rampart, she was eyes for the blind, ears for the deaf, a voice for the voiceless, and a warm smile for all those who crossed her path. She worked 2, sometimes 3 jobs so that she could continue her work with some of the most vulnerable population every day with a song, a chuckle, and a smile. Ann was an unsung hero to many, using her most precious gift to help students discover their own. While she counted with students, we could always count on her. She'd drop everything to help out anyone, especially those close to her, which was really anyone she'd met. If you were lucky enough to have known her, even if for a short time, I know she left an impact on you because that is who she was. She made people want to be better humans. Ann loved everyone, and she loved them big. When I doubted myself in all the roles that I have, Ann was always there to pick me up and to tell me that she'd always be there, and that I was being too hard on myself. Whenever someone needed her, she was there with no judgment, just arms ready for a hug, and an acceptance only she could show.
We especially send our thoughts to Ann Beacon's friends and family. Please know she will be missed terribly by everyone that knew her here at Rampart.
In other news, Principal Pete Alvarez is moving on from Rampart after 12 years to new opportunities in California.
He has given years of leadership for our students and staff here at Rampart.
Help us to say thank you to Mr. Alvarez for all his kindness and unwavering support for students.
Mr. Alvarez has been the principal at Rampart for over a decade, and now that he is leaving, KRAM asked some of his longtime colleagues and students how they feel about his departure.
It makes me sad. I gotta be honest, in my roles with the Colorado Student Media Association, I've seen sometimes how administration and journalism programs can get off on the wrong foot, but that's never been a problem with Mr. Alvarez. He has always been a supporter of our program.
I am happy for him on a personal level, but I'm sorry for Rampart. He's been an amazing leader, and our school's a better place because he's been with us.
I am super excited for him. I'm grateful for everything he's done for Rampart and contributed to our community. So while we would love for him to stay, I'm happy for him.
We've done a lot together at this school, and he's allowed the culture to really change and shift and grow forward. I've really enjoyed all of the professional experiences with him and his support just as a human being even. So he'll be missed.
From promposals to Bald for Buck speeches, Mr. Alvarez has been a part of many memorable moments for Rampart students and staff.
I film a dumb intro to Film Fest every year, and I got him and Mr. Chamberlain to play a little background cameo in it. We were like remaking the intro to Kung Fu Panda, where like the 2 guys in the background like come in and like, we should hang out. Yeah, and I saw Mr. Alvarez on one side, Mr. Chamberlain on the other saying, we should hang out. And I don't know why, but it made me laugh, and it continues to make me laugh.
My favorite memory was of Mr. Alvarez and the other assistant principals getting out of the gator and dancing as they were approaching the building. And it just showed how fun they can be and how much they really love this building and the students here.
I dressed up as Mr. Alvarez for Halloween. Thought it was a really funny joke. I just think it's a fun way to honor somebody without being too this is my favorite person in the whole wide world, you know?
Mr. Alvarez has made such an impact on Rampart, and some members of the community wanted to thank him.
I just want to say thanks. I mean, I don't think KRAM would have nearly been successful as it has been without the support of administration. Without him, that doesn't work.
Mr. Alvarez, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your support personally and professionally over the years. Thank you for all that you've done for Rampart High School, and you will be sorely missed, I promise.
Thank you, Mr. Alvarez, for always helping Stuco with what they needed to get done. Thank you for being willing to trust us to have all of that faith in Stuco to get all of the events set up, run. We appreciate it.
Mr. Alvarez, thank you for really being just a supporter of me, being a supporter of both my students who are also Rampart graduates, and being a supporter of everyone in this building.
But thanks for all the talks. And yeah, thanks for being human.
Mr. Alvarez leaves us with some parting words.
You know, I think the only parting words I would have is don't ever not think that you're in the most special high school that I've ever been a part of. Rampart's just an incredibly special place, and my advice would be just keep taking care of it as a community.
Thank you for all you've done for our school, Mr. Alvarez. You will be missed, and you will always be an important part of Rampart. Till next year, Rams, this has been McKenna Blatnick reporting for KRAM.
Good luck in California, Mr. Alvarez. Just remember that you'll always be a Ram to us.
Tonight is the 14th annual KRAM Film Fest.
The best 10 entries from across the program will be shown tonight and judged by a panel of RHS staff in several categories.
Let's take a sneak peek.
Alright, let's try this. This is the voiceover for the KRAM Film Fest trailer. Take one.
In a world where laughter was king.
No in a world, SJ.
What do you mean, no in a world?
It's not that kind of movie.
Oh, okay. Right. In a land that.
No in a land either.
In a time.
I don't think so.
In a land before time.
It's about a film festival, SJ.
One man.
No!
When your life is no longer your own.
What does that mean?
When everything you know is wrong.
That's wrong.
In an outpost.
No!
On the edge of uncharted space.
There's no space.
A girl.
No.
Two girls.
No!
Now.
No!
More than ever.
Stop it!
A renegade cop.
I hate you.
A robot renegade cop.
You're fired.
You're fired.
No, you're actually fired.
I'm fired.
Get out of the booth, SJ.
No, I like it in here.
The event is at 6:30 p.m. in the RHS auditorium, and admission is free, so bring a friend.
Our next piece is a student humor piece about a club.
Let's check in with Rampart's quietest student group, the Quiet Club. Shh!
There are many new clubs at Rampart, and this week we're going to take a look at a very special one. The Quiet Club is a club that meets every Friday. This club has one rule: be quiet. KRAM talked to some members. The Quiet Club meetings are very eventful, with various activities revolving around the art of silence. Participating members can expect sneaky walking, mime time, library roleplay, and of course, independent quiet time. There is a strike system within the club that holds the members accountable. 1 noise equals 1 strike. After 4 strikes, members are forced to leave the club. Rejects are often sent to the loud club.
So, I was in the club, opening day. Everybody's there, just going around, sharing why we want to be quiet. I fell over in my chair, and that kind of was a big deal. So I respect their decision to kick me out because, I shouldn't have done that. And I was calm and collected, and I was respectful when I left. And
The club is always looking for new members, so if you're interested, talk to those involved. This has been Jackson Champagne, signing off indefinitely. Stay cool, Rams. The club will be starting a Whisper campaign later this year.
You've seen the KRAM ideas that become stories in our broadcast, but there are a lot of ideas that don't make it into KRAM.
Here's a bit of student humor on the ideas that we don't get to make.
All right, everyone. It's time for KRAM Ideas for your next KRAM, and let me tell you, so far, we got nothing. Jackson.
So I've noticed that a lot of the things in our school are very flammable, and I really think that we gotta test that out.
It's a great idea.
Nope.
Yeah!
Mr. Mooring, you're fired.
Mr. Mooring, it's been nice knowing you. Bye-bye, you're fired.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Kyra.
KRAM. Rapping all the anchoring.
So you're talking hardcore gangster rapping all the anchoring?
All the curse words.
What?
Microphone.
That's too much.
With something.
You're adding too much
No,
to this
like
complex.
just you say. Their ears are ringing like a ringtone.
Can you stop rhyming things with own?
I want the hat. I'm bald. My name is KRAM, and I'm here to say I'm gonna make journalism in a very KRAM way.
Just drop a beat. I've had enough of this. We are K-Rap, not crap. We tell the stories that you don't want to hear.
I can't do this. I cannot rap under these conditions.
KRAM goes on tour.
KRAM on ice.
KRAM on ice.
Skating is my passion. It is my calling. I've been skating for 17 years. I sustained a couple concussions because of it, but that doesn't matter because I'm still the winner.
KRAM, but our hands are knives.
What if we became Mooring, and Mooring makes all the segments and episodes? Things are going to be run a little differently around here. Yes.
Ninja class.
Ninja class.
Where you can't see anyone in the classroom. It looks empty. Really it's not, but everyone thinks it is.
Ninja class. Okay.
Rampart is filled with many different classes. So many that some, like Ninja class, go completely unseen. We at KRAM decided to ask some of the students what this class entails. Finally, we asked them to show us their favorite tricks.
That was awesome, man. What was that? Come on, I came out here for this shenaniganery.
Well, they can't all be winners. In the meantime,
That's the end. End of segment.
That segment's over. It's funny because it's true.
You've heard of baby cribs. You've heard of MTV cribs. And now, KRAM Cribs.
David the Dog Altman gives us a tour of the doghouse.
What's up? It's David the Dog Altman, aka Mr. A, aka Big Band Man. This is my crib. Let's check it out. It's my motto. Wise words to live by. And this is the band room, aka the doghouse. Welcome. All right, this is where the magic happens. As you can see, we've got a fully serviced, fully stocked kitchen in the back. I'm Mr. A. We got another Mr. A right here. Here's a self-portrait done by yours truly. Someone, I don't know who did that. But back to me, because I'm the important one. Over here is my workstation. As you can see, I got a caramel brownie. We got some paperwork, permission slips. But this right here, this is where all the intellectual things happen. It's my whiteboard. As you can tell, I've got a perfectly done diagram model about some band stuff. I don't want to get into it too much. Can't spoil too many things. Over here we got some artwork done by students. Thank you, Stuco. That right, I do got great shoes. Now we all know Mr. A brings the heat. Mr. A's got the drip. Right here, prized possession, Slap Your Mama seasoning. Keeps it spicy. Now my prized possession in this office, right here, Supreme Spaghetti. Limited edition sticker. Supreme collab with spaghetti. You're not gonna find this anywhere. Not gonna find this anywhere ever, just here. All right, let's go on. Over here we got the band room. This is where we do all the teaching and the music making. We have some kids right here. You can zoom in on Roosevelt. Roosevelt, say hi. Hi. This is SJ Shaver. Y'all know him as the man who made prom happen for exactly everyone except himself. But we don't gotta worry about that. Let's take it up a level. All right, moving on. Gotta stay flexible in this band room. Now, here's our pride and joy. Full face portraits of all 4 people, all 4 coaches. Okay. But you can't afford these. I'm just saying, big prints like that, ink is not cheap. Can't afford it. Now you really wanna know how the money gets made. This bad boy right here, 1945 original popcorn popper machine. You wanna have a movie? Popcorn. You wanna have popcorn? Popcorn. And that's about it. It does popcorn. And sometimes catches fire. Let's take this on back down. Catch. Stickers all over the band room on every single drumline equipment, so they know I'm always watching. Now signing off for the final time, it's been Dave the Dog Altman. Thanks for coming to the crib. Come check it out. Come to our concerts. We do good stuff over here. Who let the dogs out? I did, because this is the dog house.
Yo, dog, that was absolutely wild. Catch David Altman down in the doghouse.
That's all we have for this week, and semester, Rams.
As seniors in KRAM, we've enjoyed bringing you stories that matter this year.
KRAM will return in the fall.
Signing off indefinitely, I'm Adam Carlson. Stay safe, Rams.
And signing off forever, I'm Jackson Champagne. Stay cool. My name is Jackson.
My name's Adam.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Have a good summer.
We'll catch you on the flip.
Hags.
Hags.
Please sign my yearbook.
Please sign my... We should say that. We should say, please sign my yearbook. Oh, what? We're recording? Please sign my yearbook. Do you want them to sign your yearbook?
No.
Don't sign his yearbook. Please sign my yearbook.
Only Mr. Murray can sign my yearbook.